Hello guys, this is Angus from the Happymath channel. In this video, we continue with the power number and the conjunction technique. It simplify a little bit some operation in algebra, but get more difficult with this kind of exercise. I want to remind you about the formula of the bracket times with the bracket. It means the A plus B times with the C plus D. First, you have to take the A times with the C plus D first. After that, plus B times with C plus D later. And you take the A times with inside the term inside the bracket. It means A times C plus A times D and plus with B times C and B times D. BC and BD. So in the same thing with the question A, square root of 5 times 1, 2 square root of 5 plus 3. It means you take the square root of 5 times with 2 square root of 5 plus 3 plus with 1 times with 2 square root of 5 plus 3, and you take expand this bracket. This means square root of 5 times 2 times square root of 5 plus 3 times square root of 5 plus 2 square root of 5 and 3. Square root of 5 is 5. 5 into 10. Square root of 5 and 2 square root of 5. You got the two integers here is no square root be 10 and 3. Add them together, you will got 6, 13. 13 and 3 and 2 is mainly 5 square root of 5. That is question A. Question B. The same thing. The first, you take the 1 times with the 4 square root of 2 minus 3 and minus square root of 2, 4 square root of 2 minus 3, and 4 square root of 2 minus 3 minus 2 square root of 2 times with square root of 2 and plus. Why this is plus? Because it is a minus square root of 2 times with the minus 3. Minus times minus is plus. So let's simplify step by step. Square root 2 to 8 plus 3, and the integer number you got the minus 3 and minus 8, it means minus 11. 4, 3 is 7. So this is the result. Question B. Question C. 2 square root of 7 plus 3 square. This means you can apply this formula. A square plus 2ab plus b square. This means 2 square root of 7 square plus 2ab. This means 2 times with a and times with b plus b square. This means 4 times 7 because the square root of 7 times square root of 7 and plus 2 times 2 4, 4 3 12 and 9 28 and 9 it is 37 and plus with 12 square root of 7. Okay, do the same way with the question D, E, and F and compare to your partner. Okay, expression is rational of the power number. The rational of the power number you have to be simplified as possible in the rational denominator. Okay, the denominator of on this question is the square root of some number of the which number. So I want to change this become the integer number. Question A. To get the integer number in the denominator, I will time with 1. Time with 1 is mean I can change the anything number in the 1 is mean it can conclude the 20 square root of 5 and 25, and you got that square root of 5 will be over square root of 5 times with square root of 5 is mean 5. So from this technique I can change from the denominator is the square root of 5 become to the integer number. That's my goal. Okay, question B. I will time with the square root of 3 and square root of 3. It means you can got the numerator is the 2 square root of 3 and over square root of 3 times square root of 3 mean over 3. Question C is so time on up the numerator and denominator time with the square root of 8. It means square root of 8 is the numerator and the 8 as denominator. Same thing with D. Time the square root of 7 and 14 square root of 7 over 7, and you simplify this rational expression with 2 because the 14 and 7 you can simplify, divide all of them by 7, you can got the 2 over 1, this means 2. D and question E. In the question E you will got at take time on the numerator and denominator is square root of 3. This means 3 times with the square root of 6 and over 3. Oh, so 3 and 3 you will got the square root of 6. And the last one is F. Time with the square root of 15 and square root of 15 times square root of 15 is mean 50, and you can take the square root of 75 over 15 and 25 times with 3 is 75. This means the square, this means the perfect square, so we can get that the 5 times with the square root of 3 and 15 the denominator, so I simplify equal to 3 because 5 and 15 is the numerator and denominator can divide by 3 both. Can divide by 5 both. So we got the square root of 3 over 3. Okay. This exercise I call it a conjunction. So what does that mean, conjunction? You will have some the identity in your high school or maybe in the secondary school. The a square minus b square will be equal to a minus b first and time with the a plus b. So for example, when I take 4 square minus 2 square, it will be equal to 4 minus 2 and take the 4 plus 2. It is 2 times 6 will be 12. Or to take the 3 minus 5 is mean equal to square root of 3 square minus square root of 5 square. So square root of 3 minus square root of 5 and square root of 3 plus square root of 5. Okay, it is the same way when you apply this identity. And from now I call the expression a minus b is the conjunction of a plus b, and I call a plus b is the conjunction of a minus b. So I will apply this to change the form of the question A, B, C, D in this case. For example, the numerator, the denominator in this case, I got equation A, I got either square root of 2 plus 1. So it has the conjunction is square root of 2 minus 1. Okay, so I time the numerator and the denominator time with the square root of 2 minus 1. And in the numerator, I got the square root of 2 minus 1. But in the numerator, denominator, I got the square root of 2 plus 1 and square root of 2 minus 1. So it will be square root of 2 square and 1 square. And square root of 2 square is 2, 1 square is 1. So the final result, 2 minus 1 is 1. So the final result is square root of 2 minus 1. Okay, just remember. The inverse way to write down the identity I give you is A minus B times with A plus B. It will be equal to A squared minus B squared. Exactly the same, the expression of the denominator in here. Square root of 2 plus 1, square root of 2 minus 1, and you can got this form. So from this form, I can change from the power number. It means the square root. The original expression is the denominator, but after I time with the conjunction, I will got that the integer in the new expression of the denominator. Okay. In the same way with question B, I got the conjunction of the square root of 3 minus 1 is square root of 3 plus 1. Take time together. Minus 1 and square root of 3 minus 1 and square root of 3 plus 1. Expand the numerator. 4 square root of 3 plus 4 over square root of 3 square and minus 1. Square root of 3 minus 1 is 3. 3 minus 1 is 2. So the final result is 2 square root of 3 plus 2. Okay, you understand? Question C. I figure out the conjunction of the denominator is square root of 6 plus 2 and square root of 6 plus 2. The numerator square root of 6 plus 2. Denominator square root of 6 minus 2 times directly square root of 6 plus 2. So square root of 6 plus 2 over square root of 6 square minus 2 square, and it will be equal to plus 6 plus 2 over 6 minus 4 is mean over 2. And question D. The conjunction I got here is the 2 minus square root of 3. 2 minus square root of 3. And when you time the numerator and you expand, you will got that the 6 minus 3 square root of 3. In this case, you got a 2 square. Square root of 2 square. Four minus 3. You got 1 over 1 is mean 3 square root of 3. Okay, that's what I call the conjunction. So I hope you can understand by 4 exercise, for example, in this case. So work by yourself with the 8th question. In this is so I can call it is your homework. You can practice by yourself when you. Or you can practice with your partner. Okay, thank you so much for watching. So after this video, you have learned about the power number, the radical number, it means you can take the square root, or you take the cube root, or the for root. And I remind you about the perfect square. The identity of the a square minus b square equal to the a minus b and a plus b. Come them together, and you apply it to the exercise to transform the rational denominator. So when you want maybe easily understand these topics, but I think you can replay this video and practice by yourself, and after maybe 1 or 2 times, I sure you can work very fluently in your exercise in the school. So thank you so much for watching, and please like, share and subscribe if you see this video is useful for your learning math. Thank you so much, and